So I think it was good, but we should get like a jingle, maybe something to play over the start, kind of like an intro.
Yeah.
Would you like to come and stall it?
Ah, will you just stall it, look?
I'd like to come and stall it.
I'm not really in the mood.
Well, come on and bleed and stall it.
Yeah, house hatcher. I'm not a house hatcher.
We'll stall it for the crack. We're gonna have a laugh.
How are you doing? Welcome to Stall It, the first video episode.
We waited so long for this.
And today we have a very special guest, Darren's ma.
Mary Lou McDonald.
How are you doing, Mary Lou McDonald?
How are you, Joe?
Good, I'm good. Not too bad.
Tell me this now before we go any
Here we
further.
go. Here we
Can
go.
I say one more thing?
No, you can't.
Straight in with the
No, you didn't
questions.
say thanks for stalling
What way-
it. Thanks
what
for
way-
stalling it.
Thanks for stalling it, Mary
Thanks
Lou.
for stalling it, Mary Lou.
Thank you.
What way is he behaving himself, Joe?
Grand, yeah.
You told me not to say.
Don't say it.
You said we can't pal if I say.
Can Joe stay tonight?
Can I stay?
Well, this just depends. Let's get this done first.
My ma said it's all
I
right.
mean,
My ma said
is
I
your
can
ma
stay.
all right with
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
His,
I suppose.
his ma was saying like that. It's fine that we can come over. Like.
My ma
but
said
you
if you
know,
don't
I've
mind.
told you before, Darren, you can't just invite people without asking me first.
Oh, now I feel awkward.
No, don't
That's
feel
grand.
awkward, Joe. Son, it's not you, it's him.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah.
but I still feel
Can we
awkward.
order pizzas?
Oh, or a curry.
Yeah, curry. I love a curry.
This is ridiculous. Oh my god, I can't believe that we have the leader of Sinn Fein on our first guest
leader.
Woohoo!
guest
First
podcast.
guest. We thought we would have
Yeah.
had to start off small.
Yeah,
Like a couple of lads from the area.
it's only downhill from here.
It can't go up. There's no way it can go up.
Well, I don't know. I'm delighted to be here, and particularly given that you've put up all the significant photographs. There's me and holding the baby.
That's
Yeah.
me, yeah.
There's
Remember?
That-
your
do you remember that?
godfather. Yeah, I'll never forget.
Yeah.
How could I?
Yeah,
And
Oh, Jerry, yeah.
there's Jerry.
Jerry.
How
Yeah,
are you, Jerry?
his godfather.
Yeah, his godfather. Yeah,
has-
I'm
he's
very
been-
proud of him.
He's
very
been a bit
proud
tight
of
with
his
the money
podcast.
lately. He hasn't given me a few bob in the world.
Oh,
He's like that.
gone a bit scabby with the
Yeah.
cards.
Some beard though, doesn't he?
Yeah,
How's he keep it so clean?
It's very groomed.
I don't
very
know.
well groomed.
yeah,
Hopefully
yeah. He's kind of.
He should start a YouTube channel with how to groom that beard.
Yeah.
Well, do you know there was a beard competition a couple of years back, and Jerry didn't win it.
Ah, yeah.
I remember
he
he was
Didn't win
raging.
it?
Yeah,
Who won it?
I can't remember. Somebody with a better beard than
No one
Gerry
has a better
Adams.
beard than Jerry.
Well, that he thinks that.
That was a fix.
But there was a beard competition. I must ask him about it again.
Who was
But
the
I
judge?
remember he did not win.
Was the George Leo Radker?
Well,
He was well judging it.
yeah.
He doesn't
Well,
know a good
whoever
beard.
the
He doesn't
judge
know a good
was,
beard.
someone else won the beard competition. So
What do you think of
Jerry
that?
was not impressed.
Look at Darren's beard and that. Darren came
I
out with a
came out
full
like that,
beard.
With
a
the
chin
beard.
strap. Chin strap. Like that. Ma. Yeah, right.
And he smokes.
Give us 10 blue there. Oh,
Yeah.
gas.
It's gas, isn't it?
Do you
What's
And-
going on here? What's going on in this picture? Can you tell us a little bit what's going on here?
Yeah. I think that's during one of the debates
Oh,
during
yeah?
the last election. Do you remember in the last election they
Yeah.
had debates? And then
They were great.
Initially,
They were box
didn't.
office.
They
Box
didn't.
office.
Oh,
but
they were box
initially,
office.
they didn't want me on.
I
it. Do
know.
you remember?
Yeah, I do remember. Yeah.
And then eventually, anyway, I was on the debate. So that's one of them. I can't remember what I was saying to him,
when
but
you
I can
finally
only
got on-
imagine that it was
about his
something.
toy being shit.
Could have been.
when you finally got on, where you're like, lovely stuff. I'm gonna give them a little piece of this.
Yeah.
And then you went, I'm gonna.
You want some of this? You want some of the Sinn Fein power?
Were you
Yeah.
delighted? Were you delighted when you got finally invited onto?
Well, you know yourself, like, I had to be on them because, like, I have to, it's part of my job to be in debates like that, to go and give the Sinn Fein view, to put it up to these guys because they've run the show now for 100 years. Remember that, yeah.
Yeah,
Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil.
the dinosaurs. Yeah,
Yeah.
They still are.
Back from
They
the
still
time
are.
of the dinosaurs. So, yeah, I mean, you have to go and do it. But it's like anything. It's a big pressure thing to be in those
Yeah.
debates. It's like doing your first live televised podcast.
Yeah, yeah.
Is
Like,
this
you
on
have
the
to
telly?
perform.
This on the telly, yeah.
What channel?
YouTube.
How are you?
Cast, hit cast, and it'll
All
go
right.
onto the telly then.
Thanks for watching live. This really
Live on YouTube.
There she is. Look,
Mary Lou McDonald's mad, isn't it?
she's sitting
Yeah.
here. Do you like the decor? It's a nice old setup.
It's
isn't it?
nice. I have to say, it's very comfortable. I'm very pleased that you got your picture there with Gandhi.
He
that
feeds
was years
babies
ago.
away.
That's very impressive. Like you should. Unfortunately, you can't have Gandhi on your podcast.
No,
Yeah.
no.
It's
That's a real
though.
shame.
We could get
It
a
is a shame.
hologram of Gandhi.
You could get a hologram of
Remember
Gandhi.
they done it with
Be no
Tupac?
harm.
Yeah, I didn't know that with Tupac.
Did you ever see Tupac hologram? He was on the stage, he's like, all eyes on me. All eyes on me.
Aren't
Get a
ABBA
bit of
going to
ghetto
be
gospel.
hologrammed as well?
Abba.
Yeah.
I'd go to
Are
that.
they?
Yeah, apparently.
Why, they are all alive now?
I know.
I'll get you tickets for that.
Would you?
I get free
Brilliant.
stuff, yeah.
Do you? Do
Yeah.
you get free? So we'll get me tickets
I'll
for
be like,
that.
here, give us 15 tickets to Abba there,
To
man.
ABBA, yeah.
I went to see Roy Orbison hologram live in the O2 Arena, or whatever, the 3 Arena, the Point Depot.
I'd
Really?
say that was brilliant, was
Everyone
it?
has a hologram. What the hell?
It was just ridiculous, like, because it wasn't even Roy Orbison. It was an actor of Roy Orbison. They filmed an actor performing Roy Orbison, and they could have just got the actor to perform live. We don't
Yeah,
need
yeah.
the hologram. Like, it's literally a hologrammed tribute act.
Was the drinks hologram?
Yeah, everything was hologram, and then you just take your glasses off and you sit in your bedroom.
Like that? What's this all about? Who's this?
Who is Roy Orbison? Why am I here? Have you
Yeah,
ever seen,
Gandhi.
I don't suppose you've ever seen Chris de Burgh, although I see you have one of his albums up there, Man on the Line.
Oh yeah,
Do you like him?
Well, I remember when Chris de Burgh concerts used to be a big thing.
yeah.
I remember seeing him in the RDS. I was probably about, I don't know, about 15, 16. And he was a real thing then. You know,
Was
they
this-
were huge gigs.
Was this
Yeah.
the Lady in Red era?
No, it would be before that.
Oh, before that.
Yeah.
Sing that
Wow.
song.
Like,
A
I'm really
spaceman
old, Joe.
came
You know?
Yeah.
Do you have to bear
I
in
would say
mind?
really old now.
Really, really old. Not quite the time of the dinosaurs.
Did he sing that song though? Spaceman Came Travelling.
Yeah.
Knew it.
Did he?
Singing it earlier, and you were like, "No, I don't think he did."
Yeah,
I don't
you
know
did,
that. I
yeah.
don't know that song.
Do you know it?
I do.
Do you
I'm
know?
not singing it. Just before
us
you
a-
ask me. No, I'm not.
Now you just make me want to.
No,
you
no,
have
no,
to
no,
sing
no.
it now.
start.
I
Rita.
can't sing.
I'll
I
start,
can't sing.
okay?
No.
Spaceman came travelling on a ship from afar. Moving on.
You also have James Galway playing Stamets.
Yeah.
Who is he?
Yeah.
So James Galway, you thought, Darren, by the way, viewers thought that James Galway was from Galway.
No,
Simply
Joe
because
thought
his name is
I
Galway.
just said like it's like saying
No, I
James
heard-
Bay is from the Bay. It's like it's just a second name. Like.
Is he not from the Bay? Is James Bay not from the Bay? San Francisco or something?
Is he?
I don't know. If we had a producer here, he could Google that. That's the type of
Owen.
thing. Owen!
That's the kind of thing you could suss out.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Can I, because you were just kind of talking about, in the last election,
He
he's
leads it
won.
very well. I just sit here and look good.
You're the eye candy,
Yeah.
Darren. Yeah.
So it's a question for you and it's information for you.
Okay.
In the last election, you've won the most seats, Sinn Fein. Are you raging that you didn't get, is like Sinn Fein as a collective raging that you didn't get into power?
as a collective.
Can I change that question?
Please. Yeah.
With the coronavirus and everything happening, are you a little bit relieved?
I would be.
Would you be like, thank God,
Oh.
thank God they decided to go into like a little coalition?
No, because, well, first, for the first thing, am I raging that we didn't get into power? Yes. Was I even more raging that the lads, Leo and Mihal,
The men,
Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael, the boys,
the lads.
came together to keep us out? And they did, like, they didn't make a secret about it. They told everyone with ears, we are coming together to stop Sinn Fein, to stop change. I'm raging about that. But above all else, what I'm really, really angry about is that since the election, we've seen a replay of the same stuff from them all over again, especially around the issue of gaffs.
Yeah, and they don't
How
give
is
free
it-
gaffs.
No.
Yous do.
Well, there's no such thing, Darren, as a free gaff.
But cheap enough gaff.
Well,
Social housing.
affordable gaffs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's loads of them going up in Ballymont.
Like, and it's important, but listen, it's important because there's some people like Leo who think that there's people out there who get free gaffs. Nobody
Yeah.
gets anything
Nobody
for free.
gets a free house.
You
Only
don't get
people
free.
that are with Sinn Fein.
You pay your rent. You pay your rent and you pay your way,
Yeah.
including if you're in Sinn Fein. Just so we don't have a stampede of people,
Yeah, well, we all know
YouTubers
that's
joining
not true.
Sinn Fein.
That's just
to
a
get,
character I played on Twitter for a while. Did you
For a
enjoy
while.
that? It was
I
good
loved
crack,
it.
wasn't it?
It was brilliant.
And he gave us a few RTs and a few
Yeah.
push-ups there.
Yeah, no, it was
Got
brilliant.
a couple of 1,000 followers
Yeah,
out of it.
good.
And now
good.
look at us. Sitting on nice
We've all
couches.
come
It
a
is
long way.
mad. It is mad.
Yeah.
Look at us.
Yous are all doing very well for yourselves.
Mary,
Yeah.
you're doing very well for yourself.
No,
are
no, but
doing very
you're
well
doing
yourself.
much better.
I think you're doing better
Do you think
than
so?
us. Yeah.
Ah,
and-
no, I think you're doing
you
really
know
well.
what?
I mean, you got the gig with the crisps.
Oh, the hunky dories, yeah.
That I love that.
Were you just sitting there, like, watching the soaps or whatever, and then next of all, I just jump up on the telly screaming?
Yeah,
What were you like?
I was like, that's Darren screaming.
At
And had
crisps.
you a hairnet on?
Yeah.
Or one of those hats, one of
Yeah.
those things?
But I thought it was a bit weird because it was during COVID, obviously, still is. So I was like screaming at crisps, and it was very unhygienic, wasn't it, when you think of it?
It was like
Yeah,
very
yeah.
spittle kind of
But
everywhere.
that's what you
Yeah.
want.
Yeah.
You want
That's what adds the flavour. That's what adds
But the bit I liked most was when you said, like, after you roared at the crisps, that you loved this job,
Yeah.
and like you'd come in anyway, even
I'd
if
come
you
in for
weren't being
free, yeah.
paid.
I'd
Like
just
I'd come in for free,
It's
just
great.
to scream at crisps and
Did
make
you
them
ever
all
try it?
crinkly.
Tell when you go home, open a packet
Scream
of
at crisps.
uncrinkled crisps
Okay.
and scream at them and tell them I sent you.
I'll do that.
I'd say it's very cathartic.
What's that mean?
It's nice. It feels nice
Why'd you use that word though?
because it's a
It's a great word.
perfect
I love
word
the
in
word
that-
He
cathartic.
jumps
Yeah.
up with these words and I'm like, hello, LCA.
Joe is great with words, though.
I
Cathartic.
I done a little Google just to do a little basic research, and you're into transcendental meditation. That's can you explain what that is first of all?
Yeah.
So it is a method that you use to kind of calm your mind.
You need that.
Oh, yeah.
Very important.
To calm your mind and to rest your mind.
So sleeping.
That's how it is. Well, you're
Yeah,
not. No, you're not asleep. You're very much awake.
But you're in a,
But
a,
you
a
have-
dream state, would it be?
But you have. You're completely calm, completely relaxed, and it's like switching off the chatter in your head, because everyone in your head you've,
Yeah.
you know, running around in your
Yup, Sinn
mind.
Fein,
Yeah, yup, Sinn Fein, yup, Cabra.
Yup, Cabra.
Yeah,
North side of Sully.
yeah.
All that.
Finglas out of Cabra.
Sorry? I think this is the best.
We can have
Desi
an arm
Ellis and the
wrestle over
boys.
that.
How
Oh,
Desi
Desi.
I still-
Desi.
Desi used to drink at the pub I
But
worked
the
at.
don't wanna go
anyway,
all
the
transcendental
transcendental meditation. So
Oh, sorry,
it's a great way of managing your,
Stress
stress.
levels.
but it's also a great way of kind of like disciplining yourself to kind of think clearly.
But what is it like? Is it sitting down in a
That's
dark
it.
room?
You sit down. Wait, no, no dark room. All you need is you sit down, you close your eyes, and then you have a mantra,
Right.
which you repeat. It's a word which you repeat in your mind again, and that has the effect of calming you, stopping the chatter in your head, slowing you down, and you do that for 10, 15 minutes. If you can do it twice a day, and it's brilliant.
I'd be listening to everything outside of that though.
So you
know, and
wouldn't
I'd be
though,
like,
Darren. You think that you wouldn't.
Yeah.
You see, once you get into kind of the habit of doing it.
Yeah.
Now listen, when I heard about transcendental meditation first, I said like if it involves like holding hands with strangers or
Can't 'cause
come
of
by,
COVID.
forget about that.
Oh, is it
But
a group thing
COVID
or
or no
just do it by
COVID?
yourself?
No, you can do. Apparently, you can do group meditation, but you can do it on your own.
Because I was listening to Damien Dempsey on, I can't remember, I think it was a really old podcast a long time ago. And I tried to do it myself. I don't know if there's no difference between transcendental meditation or just meditation
Is
in
it just
general.
meditation?
Just
Like, it's
meditation, yeah.
See, I'm not an expert on
Okay.
the only one I know is transcendental.
Cillian Murphy does the guided
Yeah.
meditations. You see that?
Well, he has a
I'm
lovely
Cillian
voice for
Murphy
that.
and I'm going to bring you on a journey. Do you ever see that?
Oh, you could do that.
I could do that.
You could actually.
You go to meditation here.
I'm going to bring you on
We
a
should
journey.
close our eyes, Joe. Right?
Okay,
Okay,
close your eyes.
we'll
Okay, now
participate. We'll
we need
participate.
to kind of
Let me
make
take
this
a sip of
okay.
water. Let me just
Okay.
little dribble.
And then we're going to close our eyes, and Darren's going to
Guide us through it.
guide us through
Okay.
meditation. Okay.
Improv. don't be nervous, Darren. It's okay.
It's only the.
Do you want to join
Sinn
hands?
Fein.
Will we join?
No, there's no joining
You don't like
hands.
that?
No,
Okay.
not into that.
I'm going to bring you on a journey. A sleep journey.
You have to close your eyes as well. What are you
Do
doing?
I? All right.
Yeah.
Now, relax your feet. Are you relaxed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, let's...
Are we supposed to answer?
No, shut up and just
Okay,
do
go
it.
on. Right.
Relax your feet and your mind. You're in the middle of a desert and you're parching. You're parching for some water. All you want is, I just need a little sip of water. But the darkness keeps pulling you back in. But you say, no, darkness, I don't want to go there. I'm meditating right now. So you're continuing your journey on this wonderful desert. Feel the sand. Can you feel the sand?
You're not supposed to ask questions.
Can you? No, but that's just in general. Like, can you feel it?
Oh, yeah, you can feel the sand.
Now let the sand tickle your toes. No laughing. Everyone stay calm. Let the sand tickle your toes and bang it back in the room.
Whoa, you really took me to a place there, Darren.
Yeah,
Did you feel
I was
that?
in
That was mad.
Dollymount.
Dollymount, yeah.
Did you?
Dollymount's grand.
Dollymount.
I seen you.
You
there.
were looking at each other
Yeah.
on the beach.
Yeah, I was getting an ice cream.
Yeah,
you were,
yeah,
Did any of us feel that when you just got back to the room? It was like, whoa, we're here, we're back.
I don't know if you're supposed to feel it. If you're
I was bringing myself
That
on a
could
guided
be-
meditation.
Yeah, yeah.
though.
So anyway, you should try the transcendental meditation.
I've tried to
Seriously.
meditate before. Like,
Do you know what chi
Just-
is?
is it?
Do you know
a
what chi
form of
is?
Karate,
Chi.
Yeah.
Tai Chi.
So when you do the meditation and you clear everything, all the noise out of your mind, you're supposed to reach chi, and it's utter just emptiness in your head, like your head is just emptiness.
Is chi
and
a
it's
man?
supposed to feel euphoric.
Is it a man? Like, is
Yeah.
it like the master of
He
meditation?
just does little dances in your head. You're like, you've achieved chi.
Chi, welcome.
You've cleared
Why does
meditation.
she have to be a man? Could she not be a
Yeah,
woman?
could
He
be
just
anyone.
said it. He just said it.
Yeah,
Could be anyone.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sure,
It doesn't
it's
have to,
24th century,
Doesn't
isn't
have
it?
a gender.
It can be
Anyway,
anyone
it's
you
a
want.
state
Chi
of,
did- yeah, yeah.
of
It's a
being.
being.
State of being.
But
Why
that's
did I
the-
say man? I don't know.
Oh
So
my
anyway,
goodness.
that's the story with the meditation.
Wow.
So it's
That's
great.
amazing.
Yeah. So I recommend it to you. You see, when you reach the dizzying heights of your success and you're
Yeah.
famous and they're clamoring for
We're
you,
nearly there.
take those few moments.
So
ground yourself.
if somehow we get very successful and say we get a film, could get a
For
film.
example, yeah.
We're on set and they're like, right, this is the most important take that we're gonna have of the day. Can I just go, I'm meditating?
Well, not if you want to complete your film and not get kicked off the set.
It's not like that, like back in the room. You know?
Back in the room. Like,
Can I
you know.
can I bring this up now?
Okay.
Go ahead.
When you're in power, you will be. We all know it.
How's that feel?
I'm asking a question.
Okay, go on. Yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
I hate that. Like,
I know.
I know what I said
Okay,
before we
okay.
went in. No, I said before we went in. Joe, you have your time. I have my time. Mary Lou has her time. And we all don't talk
You're
over each
so
other.
right. You're so right. 100%. Hands up.
Mars Delights bars. What's going on? Is it happening?
Will you
it
gonna
happen?
bring them back?
Do you have a contact?
Do you have a plan? Is this part of your policy?
We are costing an initiative around
I knew it.
Mars Delight.
The
Right.
other lads wouldn't even bother.
No, they wouldn't. You see, this is what makes us different, right? We are in touch with the grassroots. We listen to you, lads. Do you know what? Any issue,
Yeah.
however great, however small, we're grassroots activists.
Cheer that.
So if you want Mars Delight, if there is a clamour across Finglas, across into the inner
I'll
city,
run it
across
through-
the
I'll-
flats,
I'll sail with it.
we are listening. We are listening carefully. Now,
You've prepared for this answer, that question.
no, I haven't. I'm just
The notes
I'm-
written down. Mars Delights bars will
But
be.
they're such an important piece of history, like.
I never had a Mars Delight bar, and I don't think I
Do you know
even
neither? How
recognised
long were they even on the
a thing.
shelves?
Well, yeah,
They
what
were
the-
a-
They were a
few
thing
year,
for,
like.
were they for a
Yeah.
couple of years?
It's like them. Remember the snowflake bars? The flake snowflake, and in the middle was white chocolate.
No.
They're another hot property on my.
Do you remember
list.
our caramellos? They were a sweet, like a red and white sweet. Bleeding delicious. Vanilla and strawberry flavoured. No, maybe that one's too obscure.
I don't know what he's talking about. The old Lucasade. That's another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta
Do you
get
remember
that
back.
the
Yeah,
Lucasade
Lucasade.
where you go?
Do you remember? Well, Lucas said like when you were sick, your ma would give it to you, and it would actually make
Yeah.
you better.
Or the flat 7-Up? That was a
Flat
bit,
7-Up,
bit
that
of a
was
myth, wasn't
yeah.
it?
When we were kids, so you know the yellow paper that used to be on Lucasade.
Yeah.
You'd have
The-
it,
on the glass bottles.
You'd look through it.
Was it?
and it'd
Oh
be
yeah,
sunny,
yeah.
and then you move it,
Yeah.
and it'd be gloomy.
Yeah.
That's
that-
the only way you got sunshine in Dublin.
I got a bottle of
Looking through your
Lucasade yesterday.
Lucasade.
I think I looked at a solar eclipse.
Oh, no.
Eclipse through a Lucasade wrapper.
Did you?
I think I did, yeah.
That's
And now I
mad.
can't see right. Now I have 10/20 vision.
That's good though.
10/20 in one eye. My microphone's falling.
Yeah, but it's all right.
Slowly.
Just leave it there.
Does this happen on the Tonight Show?
No,
Oh,
No.
what about the Late Late
highly
Show?
professional.
Does-
No,
The Late Late. How many
Mics
times
are-
were you on the Late Late Show?
I've been on the Late Late Show, I think 3 times.
We're
Were
gonna,
you
we're gonna
all-
host it one day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see that. No, I can see. I believe in you.
And the microphone arms won't fall like this.
No, there won't.
Hello, welcome to the Late Late
Have they
Show.
all been Ryan Tuberty?
Yeah.
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 He's been doing that years now, hasn't he?
A good while,
He
yeah.
has been doing it years.
Would you go on the toy show?
Have you been on the toy show?
No.
You'd like to.
What about the
Like,
audience? Have you ever been in the audience?
Would I be on
The amount
toy
of free
show?
stuff he gives you.
Okay.
Loads of free stuff. Do you
Yeah.
get loads of free stuff like an influencer? Do you get as much free stuff? Do you get a free PlayStation 5? Are you an influencer?
She's a politician.
Yeah, so she's more of an influencer than you would be. You'd have more
got
influence.
it? Who
I'd buy
got
things
a-
off you if you were selling
But,
them on
but
Instagram.
who got a free PlayStation?
Him.
Me.
Did you?
PR
Yeah.
drop. Bam.
And three
Three
controllers.
No, two controllers, one with
Okay.
it. Red, black, and white.
Do you know what I got?
What?
A free pair of socks.
Literally.
Literally.
And they
I
were
mean,
nice.
I appreciate them.
What's he
I'm not
shout-
saying the company. No free PR.
We're not mentioning companies
No,
anymore.
no.
Except for PlayStations.
Yeah,
You can
because
say that.
I got a free one.
You got a free PlayStation.
It's a big deal. So,
Well, I've never
if
gotten
you
a
have
free
more.
PlayStation
Does anyone
or
never
free
get-
socks. But if I did, you see, political people,
Yeah.
if you get gifts, you have to declare them.
Like tax.
Do you? What, like a Christmas gift? If someone gets
No,
you,
not from your family or friends or whatever. But
So-
like, if you were to get a gift or an endorsement or anything from any corporate, you'd have to make that public,
but
because
they
So
could
you
just
do
say,
have to do it
you're
on
me mate,
Christmas?
you're me mate.
Huh?
Like if you got a present off your children for Christmas, do you have like, I have to declare it?
no, not from your family.
Okay, so just from other politicians.
So, but from if you were to, like, if I was given a PlayStation, which I wasn't,
Yeah.
I want to emphasize,
But you might have.
I was not given a PlayStation.
You just don't want to say it.
No. But you see, people in public office, you'd have to say it. You're
Oh.
not allowed to take gifts
That's mad. I'd hate that.
from corporates. No, I think it's the right way, because other than that, she could be bought for 3 PlayStations. Could be your price.
What do you mean you could be bought for? What would you
right.
do for PlayStation?
I don't know. Well, I wouldn't do anything for a PlayStation.
Well, some of them might
woman.
do some stuff.
But you could have some crazed politicos who just love PlayStation and could do anything. Who gives somebody free socks?
A sock company.
And the funny thing
Sock
is,
company called Sock City.
I got offered some as well afterwards when we talked about it on the podcast, but from a different sock company. So there's loads of them.
Do you think we're
Yeah,
all
there's
going to
a lot.
get like bombarded now with socks?
100%. And not PlayStations. No PlayStations. Doesn't
Just
matter how
socks.
much you talk about it. Doesn't matter how much
Joe
you
was
want it.
obviously sore that he didn't get the PlayStation.
I hope someone sends him a pair
Do
of
you
socks.
share? Did you share the PlayStation with him?
Have you had
Have you
shot
had a
of
go?
it?
He won't even let me play it. He brings
I'd
me
have
over
just
to
at
the
home
house.
like that.
Like you playing FIFA. That you can 2 people can play FIFA, but he's just like playing it by himself.
I play FIFA.
No,
Yeah.
that's not on there.
FIFA's the only game I play.
You're supposed to be friends.
It's bang out of order. Isn't
Well,
it?
I kind of only know him a while.
How do you know each other?
Well, do you want to tell?
No, you tell it.
Joe is in a comedy collective group called the Wind Up Merchants. Years. Are you still a part of that?
Yeah, it
still happens now and again.
Slowed down a lot.
But it's,
like,
it's
yeah.
good when it happens. And I was just doing videos online for years on my own. You probably only see me around time of Twitter, you know. But yeah, Joe was like doing that stuff, and you were doing a pitch before, weren't you? For
I
a
made
TV show.
I made a pilot sketch show with a bunch of different people that I thought was funny on the internet.
Thought.
Yeah, I was wrong because it didn't get picked up.
Yeah. So that's how
No, but
we
it
know each other just from online kind of.
Yeah.
And then Jer, who's sitting over here, was recording some
Walsh.
stuff for me, and he suggested that me and Joe got together and done some stuff. So we went out one day and done a video, and then we just kept doing them.
Yeah, it works. I think the comedy styles work really well.
Yeah, absolutely.
I ran in the local elections around Dublin's northeast inner city as a comedy character called Fintan McCormick.
That was you.
Yeah, did you know?
That
did you know
was
Do you
you.
remember
Yeah.
that?
That was you. Yeah, I saw the posters. You put posters up, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ran like
Did you
I
actually
registered
run?
Did you
and
get
everything,
Did you
yeah.
get any votes? No,
I-
I should know this. I'm sorry.
I beat a Fianna Fáil candidate.
Did you? Woohoo!
I did, yeah. I did.
Well done.
Go on, do
I
it. Feels
did.
good.
Although they don't perform very well around northeast inner city, as
Yeah, yeah.
probably well know, yeah. But yeah, so that's. But I
Fintan
didn't get
McCormick.
elected. I didn't get elected.
So how did you find the whole experience of being a candidate
Oh my!
with your face out there and?
I mean, I'd be used to my face being out there, but like the reaction that I got from other, but the reaction that I got from other candidates was very kind of aggressive, like.
Was it?
Would you say that about politics? Not aggressive, but kind of like they didn't see the funny side in it.
But-
They seen me as a genuine threat.
Did you not go in as just a bit of comedy, like?
Yeah.
That was your goal, like?
That was my shtick, yeah. I mean, I wanted to get... I didn't like my job at the time.
What would you
so
have
I
done
wanted
if you're elected?
There's nothing you can do as I mean, let's
Mars
be
Delights.
real. Like, there's nothing you can do as a
You'd have been a councillor.
councillor, yeah.
There's lots you can do as a
You fill
councillor.
in holes on the road and put a gate up here and there.
Couple of
get
bins.
a few things painted. But as...
Benches.
Like, I mean, if anything, like, there's no other country in the world, correct me if I'm wrong, because you will know, obviously, a lot more than I will, but I don't think there's any other country, in Europe at least, that has a council per capita as big as Ireland. Am I right or wrong in saying that?
I don't know is the answer, but what I do know is that in other
huge.
countries,
Huge.
like Dublin City Council and local authorities have much more power, and they have elected mayors, and they can actually get big things done. So that's the problem. Dublin in particular needs a proper mayor, like an elected mayor with the budget, with the proper powers.
I'll do it.
I knew.
You do what, be a mayor?
Oh, yeah.
He wants to be the
Is
mayor.
Hazel...
What
Sinn
did they
Féin?
want much?
Hazel Chew?
Yeah?
No, she's the Green Party.
Oh,
And
right,
she's
okay.
also no longer the mayor.
Okay.
There's now a new mayor.
Oh.
So it changes every year, which is fine.
Do you
Like
just
that's
have to,
the
like-
current system. But you actually need somebody with clout who can get stuff done, who can... So they're going to have an election in Limerick, is the first city where they're going to elect directly their mayor.
The people are?
Yeah.
Well, that's
we
good,
don't have
isn't
a
it?
date for
Do you
it,
like
yeah.
that
So
or no?
that's the first.
That's-
No, I think that's
that's
great.
good, yeah.
That's the first one. But Limerick needs their mayor, but so Dublin, Cork, you know, the big
Yeah.
cities. It'd be great
Nice.
to be the mayor of Dublin. Be the best
It's
job.
just, you
in
just
Irish
turn up, do you?
politics.
Do you
just
just
like-
turn up? Do you have to know anything, or do you have to have a history?
You'd
in
have to know a
politics?
bit.
You
I
just
know
have to cut
nothing.
ribbons, no? You just have to... It's more
not-
of a...
It's not like hell yeah, go to the parade. All right,
Sitting in nice cars.
how you doing? And then it's like,
There's a
he's
little
great,
bit
isn't
more
he?
to it than that. Like you get to do all that stuff, but there'd be a little bit more to it than
Like
that.
you have to know a bit, like.
Like people would expect, you know, their communities to look right. They'd expect that they'd have proper job opportunities.
I think it'd
Gaffs.
go to hell if I was there doing that.
If you were the mayor,
It'd go to hell.
you'd be like Mayor Quimby.
Vote Mayor Quimby. It'd be bad. It'd be disaster.
Yeah.
Well,
I'd vote for you.
it'd be amusing. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
If Donald Trump can get, like, you know,
Oh.
But do you think Dublin would be too big to have an election for one, like the whole of Dublin, to elect one person? How many
To be in
candidates would anyone be allowed? Like that would be a mess, wouldn't it?
No.
Would it not? No.
No, I don't think so. I mean, you've got what? You've got Fingal, you've got Dunleary Rathdown, you've got Dublin City Council and South. So there's 4 authorities at the minute. You'd have to figure out how the mayor, the person in charge, she or he, you know, how does all of that work for the city and county? No, but I think it would be a good thing. I mean, New York has a mayor,
Yeah, but like
an elected mayor. Do you know what I mean? Boston has a mayor. Big
Yeah.
cities, it's good for big cities. London, that was a great thing for London to
Is
get
that
their
only a new
elected
thing?
mayor. Yeah, but what is it? 10 years? I don't know.
who would you
But
say is the
it's
favourite for it?
to be mayor of Dublin?
Who would you like to be mayor of Dublin?
well, obviously someone from Sinn Fein.
Yeah, obviously, but
Yeah, I'd like a Republican mayor.
Mr. Owen,
Owen O'Brien. Do you think he'd be a good mayor?
I love his glasses.
You like the glasses?
They're nice
yeah.
glasses.
They're kind of signature.
Trendy, aren't they?
Yeah,
You just want to draw them,
Yeah,
don't you?
it's very
Yeah.
drawable face.
yeah.
Gives a
He's
gap.
very, very brainy.
Is
Give
he?
us a
Yeah.
house.
Owen, yeah, very brainy, very accomplished.
You're very accomplished.
Yeah,
You'd be a good mayor.
Do you think I'd be a good mayor?
You wouldn't want to be mayor, would you?
Yeah, I have to try. And
You
be
want to be
Taoiseach,
you want to be
don't I?
Taoiseach, yeah, of course. What am I saying, mayor? Pfft,
So we're gonna
mayor.
have to.
Get away with that mayor stuff.
I'm not going to the
Leader of the
Palace Day
country.
parade just to wave.
You'd be doing a bit of that as well, though. You'd be
Yeah.
doing a bit of that as well.
Yeah, I'm good at waving.
Yeah, that's a good
That's
mayor. That's a very
really good
mayoral
way.
What do you
wave.
think? Do you like that wave?
I do
Yeah.
the
No,
cup.
that's a bit.
More of a
No,
cup
no,
of a
I'd have
wave.
to just. That's a
No,
That's
thumbs
a
up
more
and now
regular.
thumbs up.
I just go like that.
right. Well, I won't be doing that.
Darren's
Did you
very
ever see
bad
a
at
man
waving.
on
That looks strange.
the winning streak? And he
That
goes
does the
to
weird
that and he's
wave?
like, say hello to Brendan from and he's like that. Did you ever see that?
It's a really weird
Oh,
wave.
it's very good.
It's a really weird
very
wave.
good.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, but it's very good.
But
does
yeah,
matter.
so that's the story with mayors. But then, of course, some localities. Does Finglas have a mayor?
Is it Paul McAuliffe?
Is it not you?
No,
Is Paul McAuliffe something? Like,
he's a TD.
did he not wear the
Jane.
He was mayor of Dublin a number of years back, yeah.
There you go.
1 year to be a mayor
Like
is not very
Ringsend
long.
has a mayor.
Ringsend.
Ringsend has a mayor?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's always with versatile.
Is he?
Doing a bit.
Can you just be a mayor? Can you just choose?
No, you have to be elected. But like different areas have mayors. Now, sometimes in a locality, it's just...
Yeah. I think that's crazy. You were a member of
He's
the
good at-
European...
He's good at this.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
You were a
he's
member
at
of the European
in
Parliament.
I was.
How did he know that?
What? How was... Like, what... So, how long... That's a 4 year...
5 years.
5 year thing. Did you finish the 5 years?
I did.
And then, what? Did you run again?
I did.
Did you not get it?
I lost.
Okay, right,
Yeah.
right.
Okay, just don't spare my sensitivities.
No,
You
I-
just
I-
get in there, Joe.
Was
Where are you going with
wait?
this?
No, I'm just genuinely curious. Like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just curious. Were you? When was that?
I was elected in 2004.
Okay.
So that's, how many years ago is that now? 17 years ago?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Good at maths.
17 years ago.
And then when did you
Wow.
become the leader of Sinn Fein?
2018.
Okay, so recently.
Yeah. 3
And
years.
now-
Well, I'm into my third year.
And Sinn Fein have never been more popular. Well, in the last 100 years.
Yeah, since 1980.
How do you feel about that?
Great.
Is it
Good,
I
isn't
think
it?
it's great. No, I think it's a real sign that things are going to change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and you know, the important thing about change, it's not just for people who are like into politics. Most people aren't.
Like myself.
Most people are kind of, their faces kind of glaze over at even the thoughts of having to talk about politics.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that's
yeah.
okay because,
Like Darren.
Or having a break.
for example, like politics, people say politics is boring. That's true.
No, it's not.
It is true. No, lots of things that we do as
It's not boring to
politicians
you,
are
is it?
boring.
It's not boring to you, is it?
But I'm talking for people generally,
Yeah.
unless you're really into it. But the bit of politics that belongs to everyone is the reality that those of us who are elected, all of the decisions that we take affect all of you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not something that you can just kind of opt out of and say, I couldn't care less, even though people do that and say, they're all the same, it doesn't matter, blah, blah, blah. That does my head in. We are not all the same, and it really does matter. Like, you hire us. You hire and you fire. And whoever is in charge and in government takes decisions that make the difference between whether you can have a decent life and a fair shot or not, and who gets advantage or not, who gets left behind or not. And the communities that the community I represent, like, it's mixed, you know what I mean? Cabra, mixed, you know, the inner city, Drumcondra. It's kind of a wide base, but I represent essentially working class people who have been left behind.
Always left
And
behind.
That annoys me.
They left me behind.
I won't let them do that again,
No,
Darren.
you won't.
But the class separation, do you feel like it's kind of being squeezed a little bit now? Like, to be working class, I mean, I feel like you can be earning 35 grand a year and you could still be working class, or
Absolutely.
like, because you could
Come here,
struggle
ma-
just as much as someone earning 12 grand
Come
a
here.
year.
My definition of working class is if you work for your living, you are, by definition, working class. If
But
you
for-
come from privilege and property and all that, that's a different kettle of fish. I mean, but if you go out and whatever it is you do, if you're labouring or if you're, you know, teaching, or if you're on a factory floor screaming at crisps or otherwise, you are working class. You work for your living. And then, of course, within that, there's different incomes and, you know, brackets, and you have professionals and you have blue collar and white. You've all those distinctions. But essentially, if you're working, you are working class.
No matter who you
What
are.
class would you say you are?
I would say when you hear me, I'm middle class. I would be called middle class. Like, I grew up on the south side. I don't come from privilege. I've never been rich. I've no interest in being rich, and I've no prospect of it. So it's just as well I don't want to be it.
I'd love to be rich.
No,
nice,
I
you know
wouldn't. It wouldn't be my thing. But I'm very well educated. Like, I was lucky in that.
Yeah.
You know, I went to
So
I went through university and I went through all of that. So, but how do I see myself? I don't even see it. But I'm very clearly a person who works for, and I hope champions, working people, working class people. I'm all about social justice and equality and fairness. That's why I do this. That's why I'm in this life. That those things matter to me.
Yeah.
And I think they should matter to everyone.
Why
You
do
know?
you think why do you think you're, knowing your background, knowing your middle class, knowing how well educated you are, and being a politician, why do you think you resonate so well with working class people from my constituency, his constituency, Cabra, where traditionally you would not? Like, why do you think it works so well?
I think it's all about like who you are, what you represent.
People see themselves in
And
it.
it's also about your track record. Like at the end of the day, like, so people see you doing a job, or they see on the telly or whatever. Like I'm not an extraordinary. I'm a really ordinary person. Like I'm just,
cook the dinners and
I'm a man. I'm a mammy. I'm a wife. I'm out. I'm a dub. I'm out and about. I don't set myself up as special or different.
You're the most powerful woman in the country.
But I'm still a regular person.
Do you
And that's
feel
really
powerful?
matter. At times, yeah. And at times I feel very, very frustrated. And that goes back to what you asked me about. Are you happy, relieved that you didn't get into government? And the answer to that is no, absolutely not. Like, we have to be in a position where we are at the decision-making table and taking the decisions. But it's gas, when I came from the European Parliament, which is huge, the European Parliament chamber is like, the Star Wars ship.
yes, now
Yeah.
that's
What's
what I'm
that called?
talking about.
The Falcon.
The
or something
Millennium
like that.
Falcon.
The Millennium
Is that what it's
Falcon.
called?
Yeah.
Like, it's massive. It's
Huge.
absolutely huge. And there's like, more than 650, I think, people elected to it.
Are they rebels?
How many people? 600 and what?
50 or
Did they
so.
wear the Jedi costumes?
No Jedi costumes
That's a
as
shame.
of yet.
That is a
Although
shame.
that could really add to the whole,
Yeah, the gimmick
Atmosphere.
of it. Like,
Yeah.
The news would be very interesting then, wouldn't it?
wouldn't it?
I think Jedi should be in power.
Jedis. They're not real.
They are.
They're not.
They are.
Mary Lou is like a Jedi. She does the transcendental meditation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I need one of those laser yokes? What are those?
Lightsaber.
Yeah.
Did you ever see Star Wars?
I
I'm
feel
sure I
like
did, yeah.
you wouldn't call her a laser yoke.
Oh, sorry.
No.
Lightsaber.
Excuse
We'll
me.
cut it out.
The
Don't worry,
laser
we'll cut it out.
That's okay. Don't worry about it.
Save my blood.
Oh, yeah. Do you like watch Netflix or anything like that? Is there
I
any
do.
programs you're watching now?
Yeah.
What are you watching?
I watched, the last thing I have watched was a mini series called Clickbait.
Yeah, my girlfriend was watching that.
Was she? What do you think?
She loved it.
I loved
I caught
it.
the last episode and I was kind
Now,
of
a
like,
lot of people said to me, "It's crap. I hate it." But
Yeah.
I watched it and I really liked it.
I thought it was a bit mad. Like, I'm not going to ruin it for everyone, but like the end of it was like, ooh, what's
Yeah,
going on?
wasn't
Like,
it?
yeah.
That was freaky.
really mad.
No, that really.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But it's a very good. It's one of these
Yeah,
things
it's
where you think you have it figured out and you don't, and then you think it and you
Twists
don't.
and turns, yeah.
very good. So I watched that.
I didn't see.
I also watched Beverly Hills Housewives.
My ma watches that.
Did
My
your
real
ma
ma
watch
watches that, yeah.
Well, both
she
your
loves the
mas,
Hey You.
both your
You know the
mas
Hey You?
watch it.
You on the Hey You, are you?
Hey You.
Hey You, it's called. They show all the American soaps and all the housewife
Yeah,
stuff.
no.
There's
But
like
I watched
Housewives
that.
of Beverly Hills, Miami,
All
New
right,
York.
there's more of them.
Oh, there's
Jesus
loads.
Christ, they're everywhere.
My
The
ma would be like
housewives
that.
are everywhere.
But it's like bubblegum TV, you know.
Turn
it's
your
like,
mind off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that and transcendental
It'd
meditation.
make you jealous.
Way
Oh
for
yeah.
it.
Yeah. Time would just pass.
Beverly Housewives and transcendental.
At the same
Yeah.
time.
At the same time,
I'm
that's
gonna
where you
try
go.
The
that.
audio of the Beverly House.
That's where you go.
And you just was zen somewhere.
That's where you go.
The Beverly Hills. Feel the sun.
I think I have some questions written down.
Always writ some.
Maybe a little bit more fun or silly.
Hopefully fun.
Joe. That's very political. Do you ever wish, like, instead of being a politician, that you just become like a teacher or a nurse or something? Like, why'd you get into politics?
That's really political.
But it's not political. Like, it's just
It
like,
is.
why did you not want to be like a painter or something? What's your hobbies?
Yeah. Do you play the PlayStation?
No,
No.
my son has a
Do
PlayStation.
you have time for hobbies? I feel like I don't have time for hobbies. So, do
Well, it depends. I mean,
you play guitar,
no,
Tin whistle?
piano,
no.
Orchestra.
any instruments?
I played the xylophone once.
The xylophone,
Yeah,
the
you know,
sticks.
yeah,
Do,
stick.
do, do, do. You just played it once, or you can play it.
Well, I used to be able to play it
What's your
Spoons.
tune?
once upon a time.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Listen, I'm going back like 40 years here. Like I'm really digging deep into. No, I don't play an instrument.
Do you have hobbies?
Not well.
What do you do to unwind? Do you knit?
No.
Why? Knitting's
Yeah,
fun.
I suppose knitting would be fun.
I was very judgmental. No, they're Mary Lou. No, don't knit.
No.
I don't have any hobbies.
Do you not?
No pastimes. It's just what's happening right now.
This is your hobby.
This is my hobby. Well, no, it's not.
I guess it's
I
politics.
go out walking.
Do you?
Yeah.
I love
Go
a
out
bit
with my
of walking.
sister at the weekends. Yeah, I like that. But I mean, I don't really have. That's the thing about this kind of life. It's not just a job.
What does your sister do?
You're on.
What's your sister work at? Is that
She's a scientist.
a scientist? What kind of scientist?
She is a microbiologist.
Wow.
Wow, a microbiologist.
2 of my siblings are scientists.
She must be busy with the coronavirus now.
Doing very
Well,
well.
she
Doing very
works.
well for herself.
Yeah.
She's not in the lab now. She works in recruitment. But yeah,
Okay.
she's very busy.
Wow. So does she see you and say, "What are you doing? What are you doing? It's gonna be T-shirt." Oh, jeez. Please.
What a
sis.
drag!
Ah, sis.
Come on,
Come on,
Please,
sis.
never see it.
cast your aspirations higher. Yeah. No, she doesn't. I mean, people generally. Lots of people say to you, "You must be absolutely mad to do that job."
Yeah. Are you?
But
And
you're
in a
it
way,
now,
yeah, I probably am actually. You know, now
Yeah.
that you've asked me directly, Joe, I have to say, hands up. Yeah,
That's the money shot. We
See?
got it, lads. We got it.
totally crazy. Yeah, you have to.
Do you,
I don't
ever you must have your backup all the time. Probably think people are out to get you or
No, you
like,
can't do that. You
catch
can't
it
do
out
that.
or something
No,
or may
sure
trip
you'd-
you up.
Yeah, but sometimes you know you'll have people trying to because for some people politics can kind of be a bit of a game and it can be box office to gotcha. You know,
Yeah,
the gotcha
yeah,
moment.
yeah.
And that's all part and parcel of it. So of course you have to, but you couldn't go around the whole time with your backup saying everyone's out to get me.
Yeah,
like if you're
yeah.
in that space, you shouldn't be in politics or any kind of
Yeah.
public life because you'd make yourself sick, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I
Oh,
suppose so.
do you ever feel real sick? Do you ever just feel real sick? Like
Sometimes I feel
Sick,
real sick.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just sick.
I
could
had
be a
loads of
bodyguard.
jalapeno. Do you like jalapenos?
Why are we talking about jalapenos? I want to be.
'Cause I had
really
loads of
bodyguard.
jalapenos.
They're very hot, aren't
They're
they?
very hot, yeah.
No.
You don't like spicy
No.
They
foods?
go down
No, I
well,
like
but they
spicy
come out
food,
the
not really,
the bad
really
end.
hot.
They come out the bad end.
But listen, you're going to be my bodyguard.
Yeah, we'll look after you. We'll say, here, no photos, yeah? No photos today, lads, yeah? T-shirt coming through. What do you think?
Mary Lou could be your bodyguard.
Yeah,
Yeah, I could actually.
definitely.
Let's make it happen. Let's
Yeah.
make it happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Darren just walking through town, getting harassed. Yup, Ronaldo.
Go
and Mary
on.
Lou's like, yeah, leave it out, will you? No photos. No
Yup,
photos. He doesn't
yup,
want any.
Darren.
The crinkler. Come on, lads, come on. Come on.
Scream
Here,
at a
do
few
it. Do a lot
clips.
of people recognise you?
Yeah, a few.
He gets
I
a lot.
bet you do. I
He
bet
gets
you
a lot.
do. Yeah.
A few.
Yeah.
Do you get recognised a lot? Do you be out a lot, like? Do
Yeah.
you? Do you be mingling and...
Yeah, but like you see, like where I live and around Cab or even Finglas around, or you know, in town, people just say, "Oh yeah, I'm like part and parcel of."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there wouldn't be any big deal. It'd be just how are you, how are you, how are you.
Yeah.
But like once you go outside of that, then people, it's more look who it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's your one off
Do you
the
get
telly.
stopped for photos? Is that a thing, like?
Yeah.
Does it feel weird? Like, you kind of like... why
That's
would you want
different
the
for a
photo?
politician, though, isn't it? It's like
yeah,
Come
if
here.
if you're seeing Pascal Donahue or something walking down the Five Lamps, like you wouldn't say, Pascal, come here for the photo. But with you, you'd be like, jeez, Mary Lou.
Yeah, yeah.
How do you do? You know?
Mary Lou, how do you
But
do?
listen, kids now take pictures of everything.
Yeah.
They're constantly taking pictures of themselves.
Even at concerts, they're not at
TikTok,
concerts. They're looking at
TikTok,
concerts on their
Instagram
phone,
stories.
aren't they?
Yeah,
It's just
constantly.
part and parcel of life now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are you on TikTok?
I am, but I don't
have
use
an
it.
account.
Yeah,
don't
I was
use
I
it.
was warned by my kids, no TikTok.
It will
Yeah.
consume you. My girlfriend
No, but I
is
was
just-
I was warned you are not to appear on TikTok.
Simon Harris went
Oh.
on it, and it's the most cringe-worthy.
This podcast is going on.
Is it?
No, TikTok is brilliant. No, TikTok is great.
What
Are
were
we
you
allowed to
saying?
mention TikTok? But no, just my kids said, right, you're on Twitter, you're on Facebook. They don't really care so much about Facebook, but TikTok, no.
It's a no-go.
They said like old people don't go on TikTok.
Ah, you can.
It's like whenever it's like
Darren,
face-
you're supposed to say you're not old.
Oh,
you're
yeah,
not
yeah,
supposed
That's
to.
what I mean. You can. You're not old. Like. You're young. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
You feel young.
Stop digging.
Sorry, Matt.
Sorry, man.
I'm going.
I
out
never
and
think
play.
of myself in terms of an age.
I think
Yeah,
of
yeah.
myself as
Do you?
21. I
Do you?
think, yeah, and I'm 31. So, like, as soon as I turned 21, I was like, okay, I'm an adult now. And in my head, I stopped aging. I stayed at 21. But then, like,
look
on,
haggard.
on last Wednesday, I was 31. I was like, holy fucking Jesus.
Ah, happy birthday, Joe.
Thanks very much. Nice one. Nice one.
Happy
Y-
birthday.
It was me ma. Me ma was minding the kids when I went out.
Here
Me
we
ma
go.
was minding the kids when I went out with the missus, and then when I went back, me ma goes, "Was it your birthday?"
That's
Yeah,
Brilliant.
like, yeah, no, she didn't get me out.
Pair of
Ma didn't get me out. But enough of them. Enough free.
Look,
free
they're
ones
the
now.
socks he's wearing now.
Just take it down.
They're great socks.
They're very colourful, aren't they? I didn't ask them. They're just the ones
I
she sent
liked
down.
I liked my 30s.
You
I
liked your
think
30s?
yeah, 30s are great.
Well, haven't hit
So
that yet.
you're kind of you're old enough that you're a proper adult, but you're young enough that you're not old.
I'd say you
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm 29, so I'm
I think there's
waiting
an
Yeah, no,
anxiety.
30s are great.
There's an expectation of you to have achieved something, and you're just like, ugh. Like when
for- yeah.
when my dad was 30, I think he had like his life together.
House.
I'm just like, no.
He had a
Still-
house.
Yeah, I'm still waiting to achieve. I don't know. I still feel like I'm waiting to become an adult. I'm expecting someone like from, you know
Give
your
you a
man from
plaque or
Willy
something.
Wonka,
Yeah, yeah.
when he comes out and he stops the young fella, Charlie Bucket. He goes, oh, here you go. You got the ticket. You're 30 now.
I
You're
like
an
that
adult.
analogy of you've kind of comparison to them.
Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt yourself.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, so I'm still waiting for somebody to pop out of the woodwork and say, you're an adult now, Joe.
Can I tell you something?
Congratulations.
That doesn't happen
How do you know?
because it doesn't. What's he on about? Like, what? Where's
About
this
growing
going?
up.
Like? What is, like, this is what happens on all the
It's a coming
podcasts.
of
He just
age.
like,
He's talking about growing up.
Being
But
an
Joe,
adult.
you are an adult.
Thank you, Mary Lou.
And
Thank
so are
you.
you, Darren.
well, I wouldn't
Ish.
say an adult. Yeah,
You're kind of
like 29.
You're inching. You're kind of edging your way.
I don't think I'll ever
towards
be an
being
adult.
an
I
adult.
collect toys.
He does collect toys. He does collect toys. Literally,
Like
collects toys.
figures that collectibles. Like
Collectibles.
it's a bit of a
Okay.
hobby. Yeah, it's better than getting drugs, isn't it? And
I suppose so, yeah. But
Yeah,
like,
that's
it could be
true.
that.
It could be in
You
the
either
worst
collect
stuff.
toys
Yeah,
or you
yeah,
take
no,
drugs.
Be out there robbing
absolutely.
cars.
Absolutely.
be, yeah.
Don't
You
collect
might as well.
cars, Darren.
Sure,
yeah.
get a little shelf there, put a few figures on
But
it.
you don't know how to drive. So you just
So
smash a
what's that
car
got to do
and
with
sit in it and pretend to drive it going.
What's that got to do with anything? What's that got to do with
I'm
anything?
just saying. I'm just
I
saying.
can drive.
Can you?
Yeah,
Can you?
yeah. Electric bike.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Have an electric bike.
Oh, he does have an
There's
electric
an
bike.
electric
yeah.
bike.
Yeah, it's grand. It is. You just fly around and
And do you have to pedal or anything on an electric bike? or
yeah,
is
you
it?
can pedal, but I refuse to. What's the point in having one?
Yeah.
See, that always puzzles me, like with electric bikes,
Hmm.
that you have to pedal. But you're saying you don't have to pedal.
Well, you don't have to pedal unless it goes dead. But it's a nightmare to pedal because it's not made for pedaling. Like you can pedal, obviously, but it's electric.
Yeah.
It's an electric bike. That's the moral of the story, without going into too much more detail.
That's very environmentally friendly of you.
It is,
Is
and
it?
I'm all about the environment.
Yeah,
I'm
I
all
thought as
about
much. Yeah.
helping the environment and cycling bikes.
So am I going to add then, in addition to Mars Delight,
Yeah,
electric bicycles,
yeah,
gaffs?
gaffs.
Okay, that's 3. So we're kind of working on a manifesto here.
Lucasade.
Lucasade, but
back the
proper
old
Lucasade.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
bombs with the powder on them. I think
Yeah.
the people in the factory are licking them or something.
Flying saucers with the fizzy thing in them. Do you remember the flying saucers?
sauce.
Alien
Bring them
spray.
back.
Remember alien,
Alien
spray?
spray.
No, I don't remember that.
Remember brain lickers?
No.
And they used to have a little tip on them and you'd go.
Yeah. It was like a
And it-
deodorant, a roll-on deodorant that
It had
you'd lick.
liquid in it, and it was
Yeah,
a
no,
candy
that's-
liquid, and
yeah,
it was
no,
void.
that
Well, it
sounds
was nice at the
absolutely
time, but
gross.
your tongue would be cut to bits.
Oh yeah, you'd be in a heap.
Yeah.
You'd be like
In a
that.
heap.
Oh, me
Push
tongue."
pops. Are push pops still a thing?
Ah, yeah,
Okay. Well,
Remember
keep
that?
them. Keep them.
Keep them.
yeah.
Maintain
Anything
them.
else mad?
That is gone.
Yeah. Roy the Rovers.
Royd Rovers. yeah.
Royd.
Bring them back,
No, I know.
please.
Please bring all these back.
Dan bars.
You
Remember
can get
Dan
them.
bars?
Can not get them anymore.
I don't think so. The ones that had a little black
and
lumps
red,
in them.
black and red bars.
No.
What's your favourite bar?
What, like a chocolate bar or a candy bar?
Chocolate bar. What's your favourite chocolate bar? Whose phone is that? It's yours,
I think
Mary
that's my
Lou.
phone. I'm sorry, I thought it doesn't sound. Go
Do you
away.
want
She's
to
busy.
take that, Mary
Go
Lou?
away, whoever you are. No, it's
Mary Lou is busy. The most important interview of her life.
Could that be someone very important? Could that be Gerry Adams?
Could
Is it
be.
Jerry? Please answer.
Answer.
Answer, please.
Give Gerry a call.
Ring Jerry there.
Would he up for it?
Would he like that?
He probably would.
Would he? Do you want to text him and say if he'd be up for it?
If he doesn't answer, can we listen to his voicemail? Yeah, Gerry Adams here can't get the phone. No, he starts singing a song or something. Come on, Jerry.
Answer. Pick up, pick up, pick up, pick up, pick up, pick up, pick up.
Surely he has to pick up. If he doesn't pick up, you can give us his number, and we can.
Hey, Jerry, how are you?
Gerry Adams.
Are you busy at the minute? You're in the middle of a meeting.
Can he just
Okay.
say hello once?
Okay.
Can I just hear his voice?
Okay. So the reason I'm ringing you is I'm doing a podcast with you. You know Darren Conway?
He wouldn't know me. Does he know? me?
Darren from Finglas.
Say Joe McGuck.
Darren,
he'll know
yeah,
me.
and Joe, his friend. So they're two huge fans. So I just want to take 2 seconds of your time. I'm going to put you on speaker just to say hello to the lads, and then we'll let you go. Is that okay, Jerry? Sound grammaticals? No.
Yeah, maybe sometime maybe have a word with you about just
Don't let them hear that
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, but let me put you on and speakerphone now for these two gentlemen. All right. He's from Finglas, so you know yourself.
Does he know me? How's he know?
Okay,
James.
How are you, Jerry?
Darren and Joe.
You all right, Jerry?
How you doing? How you doing?
How you doing, Gerry? What's the crack? What are you up
You're good, Tasha. Cracker B, what's the story?
Big fan of your work.
Well, fair play to you. I want you to give that woman a very, very easy time.
Can't make any promises, Jerry. Come here, Jerry. We said at the
Well,
we
just
said
remember,
at
if she ends up in the corridors of the park, she can come back to
Jerry, the beard is what I want to know. How do you keep it so well, the beard?
What?
How do you keep the beard so well? So groomed and...
Sinn Fein fashion, please.
Sinn Fein.
Sinn Fein style, please, amalgamate.
Where is that based? Is that one in Dublin?
Tight regime,
Lovely.
persecution.
Yeah.
Jerry, I
I'm
was.
a believer that if you have a beard, you shouldn't shave or trim it.
No, you're dead right.
I'm not
And
allowed
see,
to do that. But one time I let it all go slightly natural,
oh.
but I got, including by Mary Lou.
See, I can't grow it up onto the cheeks, Jerry. So I wouldn't be able to even attempt it, you know?
Well, that's all in front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it all to do, Jerry? All ahead of him. I was telling them, by the way, a couple of years ago. Do you remember there was a beard contest and you didn't win? Do you remember you were raging? Who won that time? I can't remember.
Oh, some known entity who paid a lot of money.
Yeah. It was
was
a
rigged.
ready up, Jerry. You were
Rich,
done.
Some rich.
It was rigged.
Jerry, thanks for that.
Okay, lads, take care. Mary Lou, good luck.
See you, Jerry.
Thanks, Jerry. Take
Thanks
care.
a million. Son.
Peace out, brother.
Are you happy?
That was good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Tell you, this podcast episode is going to go through the roof.
That's
Jerry,
insane.
yeah.
So-
anyway,
You'd be good friends with Gerry then?
of course, yeah.
He's still a member of Sinn
Of cour-
Fein, yeah?
absolutely.
Would you
yeah,
be
of
as big
course.
as a friend with Jerry as me and Joe would be? Like, would it be that sort of friendship?
I would say so. Yeah.
Because
should
we're
do it.
tight. Me, him and Gerry. Well,
Just do a podcast with him.
just in general, like.
Just you and Jerry.
You and Jerry.
Podcast, let off a bit of steam. How's it going?
Sinn Fein cast.
I think Jerry
Shincast.
has a podcast now. You see, the thing about doing a podcast is you have to do it like
You have to have time.
every week or whenever.
This that Jerry texting saying,
No, it's not. That's
Who
something.
was that?
Who are them idiots
who is that there now?
talking about his facial hair?
Don't get me on the phone again.
Can you imagine?
He's some
I'll
man.
leave
isn't
that there. Hopefully,
He's
it
some
won't ring
man.
again.
he? He's
As long as
some
you can
man.
answer.
Yeah.
It's pretty casual.
So yeah, that's Jerry.
That's Jerry.
That's Jerry. Sinn Féin's really interesting though because you've people from everywhere. Our people are gas, like you
Yeah.
know. You've everyone from farmers to, fellas from the inner city to, literally we have people from all across the 32 counties.
Yeah.
It's just really interesting. It's really interesting because we're national, you know.
Yeah.
You
I
ne-
like to annoy the others by saying they're only regional.
You never
We're a
know who you're going
national
to get.
organisation.
It's a lucky dip.
Yeah.
You never know who you're going to get.
In the last election, why didn't you run enough candidates to get majority?
Such a political question.
It's
Such
you
a-
probably
I mean,
surely have an answer like that. That's
such a
such a
non-diplomatic. Yeah, I mean, it's a question I've been asked everywhere I go.
really is it? I thought it
And
was
you know
kind of
when
like
I was asked initially when I was asked it out in the ground, why you didn't run enough, and I'd kind of say I'd give the explanation that I'm about to give you. Just remember, in the election before that, we got our asses handed to us on a plate.
Like that.
yeah.
So, blah blah blah. But I have now stopped telling people that because now what I say is, I made a mistake. I'm very sorry, and I won't do it again because it's just
Oh.
easier.
Wow.
You know,
Virtual,
because people,
virtual fist pump.
because people were annoyed that we didn't run enough and I get that. Like I get that's on me, and that won't happen again.
You live and learn.
That's it, Darren. You live and learn.
And will you run? Do you? So 2 more questions.
He has like 10 questions in one here.
Just when you
Just
say an
go with it.
answer, when
Just
you
go
say
with
an answer, then it just comes to me. And I think it's interesting. I find it very interesting, so I hope other people find it interesting. And if they don't, they can fucking skip it.
Do you hear that?
We'll put chapter
the-
marks. This is where it's funny. This is where it's serious. What was I going to say? So, do you think there'll be a snap election, or do you think this crazy coalition
Will
will
continue.
will finish the term?
I don't know. Is the honest answer? There could be.
Can you
a
trigger
quick
it? Like
election.
how can a snap election
so
be triggered?
just to explain this, because lots of people say to me, "Call an election, make an election." I can't do that.
Yeah.
Like the government stays in power because they have the numbers. The minute they don't have the numbers, in whatever circumstances, then the government falls. When the government falls, the Taoiseach goes to Michael D, to the president in the park. The
Your man in
Dáil
the Fino.
is kaput, dissolved, and then they call the election. So it's not up to it now. I want us to have an election as soon as we can. We need a new government, but I don't hold all the cards. So it could be either, Joe. It could be that the whole thing collapses around their ears, or it could be that it drags on. But whenever the election comes, we'll be ready.
And will you run enough candidates this time?
Yes.
How many candidates
I
will you run?
promise you that I will run
700.
enough.
90?
7 zillion Jedis.
100?
Jedis.
They're not Jedis, sorry.
What
Plural.
about how many seats
With
is in
the
the
laser? No. The,
Yeah.
I'm like trying to
Well,
ask
laser
political
thing.
What colour
questions.
lightsaber would you
These
like?
are them fucking lightsabers.
I would like green.
Green one.
I want a green.
A green lightsaber would be
yeah.
a good
For
one.
Sinn Fein, kind of.
Yeah.
Ireland and
Yeah.
Zoom.
Zoom.
I am here.
Ooh,
Take me to your leader. That's not from Star Trek.
Perfect.
if you achieved a united Ireland, would you change the flag?
What?
I wouldn't know. I think the flag, green, white, and orange,
What do you mean, what?
Gale planter,
just saying, it's
piece
funny.
between the two.
It's fair play.
I personally, I wouldn't. I don't see a need to change the flag. Other people have a different.
You could just take
Yeah.
the Ivory Coast one.
Just flip it.
Flip it.
I hadn't thought of that.
You get mixed up
That
sometimes
is
in emojis.
that is inspirational.
It depends on which way the wind blows.
This is the kind of new thinking that Irish politics needs, lads.
Give a thinking.
Is right.
Mara, Mayor of English over here.
You know yourself. Spice
Someone get him a
bag, is it?
chain. Someone get him a chain.
Do you have a spice
A chain with Mars Delight bars hanging off it. The Mayor of English.
Minister for Mars Delights. West side is the best.
East side is the best. What the fuck is this
I have a question
podcast?
because I think we're nearly about to wrap up, and I thought it was an amazing time with yourself. And are you happy?
I'm delighted. Are you happy?
Yeah,
Are you happy?
delighted. No.
I'm delighted you stalled
great,
with
No,
us.
wasn't
come here. I'm delighted to meet you both.
Ah,
We're a good
And you're
laugh.
brilliant.
We're all
No,
right,
no,
aren't
you're
we?
brilliant, and
Thanks a
you're
million.
gonna be very, very successful.
yeah.
And when
thanks a
you are,
million.
don't go all corporate. Sure, you won't.
Oh, nearly
Can't make
there.
any
Be-
promises. Him.
Oh, you know yourself,
He's
few ads.
doing
like,
ads
you know.
every week, every day of the week.
Not to make
Yeah,
it
but you
feel
know what I
Bob,
mean.
you know.
You have to
You have to have
keep
your
it real,
wits
'cause
about you.
That's why.
But when you're Taoiseach, you can give us all the work. You say, yeah, me friend
you
Darren
could be,
and Joe,
you could be
know?
like the government press secretary. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine the pair of you coming out giving the story to the media?
Wouldn't it be great?
That would be amazing.
That would.
Would you have that?
That would be real innovation.
Would you have it?
Bringing it to. I'm certainly going to consider it.
We'd
Now,
write
I'm
you
not sure. I'm not
speeches.
sure how Pierce Doherty and Owen O'Brien would receive, but I'm gonna
Owen's a
pitch
sound
it.
fella.
What are you about
Yeah.
them?
Owen's
What are you
all
about
right.
them?
I want to be like, come on, let them
Yeah.
at it.
Yeah.
We
let
bump up the
them have that.
numbers. Get the youth in. Don't mind all that. I have a question.
Go ahead.
You're going to love it.
No, I'm not.
No,
I
you-
know by your face.
You're going to
I'm
love
not.
this one, okay?
Okay.
What was the question? I'm only messing. I know the question. It's just funny content, like, you know. If you had one nice thing to say about Leo Varadkar, what would it be? One nice thing.
He knows how to party.
He knows how to pick his nose. That sort of thing.
But that would not be a nice thing to say about him.
No, I
It'd
don't
be a
even
thing,
care
but
about all
not a
that.
nice thing. He is.
This is taking long.
He's tall.
Is that a nice thing?
It is. It's a brilliant thing. I've dreamed of being tall
Yeah.
my whole life.
And that's the best thing you can think of.
This is a very significant comment and compliment that I am making to the Taoiseach.
He's tall.
Leo Varadkar is tall.
That's a nice compliment.
And you can see from the picture.
Would he be taller than me and Joe?
I think he might be, you know.
Would he be about 6'3", 6'4"?
Yeah, I think he might be.
Would he?
like he's-
I thought he was
Like,
quite short.
that's me
Yeah.
in heels. Yeah, yeah.
So there we go.
Yeah.
Leo's tall.
Leo's tall.
And that's the only nice thing you have to say
Tall,
about the man.
tall stories from a tall man.
Oh.
See that little jibe in at the end there?
Yeah, I like it. Well, Mary Lou,
It's been a pleasure.
thanks very much for
Been a
stalling
pleasure,
it with
lads.
us.
Yeah.
Thanks a million. Do you like that? Stall
Yeah,
it, like, you know?
stall.
Thanks for stalling
great,
it. It's the name of the
Stall it.
podcast.
Yeah, yeah, no, no, it's,
And you're stalling it.
that's right.
So
Yeah, yeah.
it's great.
Yeah.
Thanks a million.